Alright, hey guys, sorry that I'm doing a review in this kind of format. I'm kind of stealing it from Mr. Wildboy94. I'm sorry, but it seems like a good idea. We're here to talk about the 2005 remake of The War of the Worlds. I'm currently watching this as I do this review. I've seen it before, and the only reason I wanted to see the movie was because it was a Steven Spielberg movie. I'm not a huge fan of Tom Cruise, and I'm definitely not a huge fan of Dakota Fanning, and they're in this movie. I've never seen the original 50s classic. I've never read the book. I've never seen any other movie or remake or whatever. But I have never heard so many people hate this movie. Like, most of the things that I hear about this movie are generally bad things, and the things that I mostly hear about are it does not follow the novel or the book or the original. The acting is terrible by Tom Cruise or Dakota Fanning, and I will admit that Dakota Fanning does kind of annoy me a lot. But the movie is about how Tom Cruise plays a divorced man, and what happens is during, I believe it's a weekend, he acquires his daughter and son, played by Dakota Fanning, and some other dude that I don't care about. And while they're at his house, Tom Cruise is a dick throughout the most of the movie. I mean, he's a bad father, and it's that kind of movie where, because this incident happens, he becomes an actual and real father to Dakota Fanning and his son. Well, while they're at his house, all of a sudden, one day, lightning starts flashing in the sky, and lightning starts, hitting the ground, and earthquakes start to happen, and wind is going everywhere. And then these weird tripod creatures pop up out of the ground, and they start shooting these beams, and it starts disintegrating people out of nowhere. And then, out of nowhere, all electronic devices like cars and everything no longer work. Well, Tom Cruise ends up getting a van to work, so him and his daughter and son are on the road to try to find Tom Cruise's ex-wife. Well, they don't find her, so they just decide to go on the run and try to find help. While they're on the run, they run into vast troubles. Like, at one point in the movie, they're in a city, and an angry mob ends up pulling them out of their car, so they're carless. And then at one scene in the movie where there's the army is attacking the tripods, his son, he lets his son go to I think the son just wants to help fight or to look at the tripod creatures. I don't know. But so it's a very weird plot. And then the bulk of the movie takes place in this basement under a house. I think it's like after an hour into the movie, it's Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and then this guy. I cannot remember his name, but he was in the Shawshank Redemption. He was the main character, the banker or whatever. If you've ever seen the Shawshank Redemption, but Tim Robbins, that's his name. And so they're in the basement. And yeah, the bulk of the movie takes place in this basement, and basically they're just hiding out from the tripods and from everything that's happening. And then they're also kind of learning, like they're getting some very intelligent advice from Tim Robbins' character. And a lot of people say the movie slows down at this point. Definitely nothing really extremely interesting happens in this scene, except for this one part towards the very end, which I'm not going to say. The ending of the movie actually features cameos by the two original people from the 50s War of the Worlds. But this isn't Steven Spielberg's best movie, not by a long shot. But the special effects are amazing. I mean, it is a pretty damn good movie when it comes to special effects. Definitely I think it's one of the best alien invasion films. One of the best. As the plot goes, I don't hate this movie. I'm probably one of the few people that don't hate War of the Worlds. I think it was okay. Definitely there are things that I don't like, and particularly I think it's Dakota Fanning. I hate Dakota Fanning. But it's an okay movie. It's the second movie that Tom Cruise worked on with Steven Spielberg. I guarantee if you show this to like, I don't know, like a little bro or sister, they might get freaked out, because there's some pretty intense scenes in this movie. And again, the aliens are they're tripoded creatures, and they're called that in the original movie and in the book. I want to read the book. It's written by H.G. Wells, and he also wrote The Invisible Man, The Time Machine, and I believe he wrote a book called The Island of Dr. Moreau. I believe that's what it's called. But yeah, guys, it's a great Steven Spielberg film for special effects, but plot-wise, it's okay. You know, Steven Spielberg definitely delivers the special effects. You know, that's what he's good for. But yeah, guys, that's my review for War of the Worlds, and I might start doing my reviews in this format, except for when I do video collection updates and stuff like that, but expect to see reviews like this in the future. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys later.